I have heard good things about this one.
The only time I've seen the 5 is in that 3-bottle set that's $800.
Yeah, so hard pass.
Yeah. And so everyone else is passing on it too.
Yeah, so much so that it's probably sitting in liquor stores everywhere.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bourbon Theory. I'm Josh.
I'm Bill.
And today,
This is Remus.
we're
7.
drinking Remus Repeal 7. Repeal Reserve, so sorry. 100 proof.
What they repeal?
That's a great question.
Prohibition, son.
Well, assuming that does make sense, but I don't know if that's what this commemorates. December 5th, 1933, Prohibition. Okay, all right, there you go. Smart man. 100 proof.
When did they start Prohibition? 1920.
Yeah.
Pretty positive. I wasn't around then. Your mother was. I wasn't.
So this is the 2023 release. So this is the medley, which is an interesting way of describing their blend, which it works. So it just says 2007 bourbon, 21% rye, 2013 bourbon, 21% rye, 2014 bourbon, 21% rye, 2013 bourbon, 36% rye, and 2014 bourbon at 36% rye. So
pretty high rye.
Yeah. So I don't know if that means.
You don't know how much of each was in there.
Yeah. No. 6% of 07, 26% of the 13 at 21 rye, 21% of 14 at 21 rye, 26 of 13 at 36 rye, and 21% of 14 at 36.
So a fair amount of this is 10 years or older.
Yes. And some of it is very old. Very old indeed. 16 years. So, interesting. I've heard actually some really good things about these bottles.
I've heard the 5 is the best.
I have heard good things about this one.
The only time I've seen the 5 is in that 3-bottle set that's $800.
Yeah, so hard pass.
Yeah. And so everyone else is passing on it too.
Yeah, so much so that it's probably sitting in liquor stores everywhere.
Yes.
But I've heard some good things about this bottle.
Oh, you're the reason we bought it.
I am?
Yeah, because you said I've heard good things about this bottle.
That doesn't mean you have to buy it. How many times have I told you, I've heard good things about that, but hey.
You will never
understand
this until you're a father. So which means you'll never understand
I will never understand this.
Maybe when you become an uncle, you'll understand it.
Maybe.
A little bit.
Get on that,
actually,
little sister.
You're almost an uncle.
Yeah, actually, I will be an uncle in October.
Yeah, a full-fledged.
By marriage.
Does have a good nose.
It's a little hard to
It's a little muddled.
Yeah.
That's what I would say that it is. But there's a brown sugar there.
There's a nice bit of rye.
Yep.
A little bit of oak.
I hope there's more than a little bit.
If you have not subscribed already, everybody, we greatly appreciate it if you would. Go ahead and hit that like button.
Yeah, semi-appreciate it. Just saying.
The like button if you like what you're seeing so far. Hit the notification bell if you want to stay up to date on everything we're doing, because that's 7 days a week, folks. Leave us a comment, because we love to talk to you. And share with a friend, because we'd love to talk to them too.
Yeah, be on the lookout. We are going to start doing some different things. Like a Patreon Discord. We're going to be doing that coming some point here in the future.
You get us up to 1,000 subscribers, we'll have more stuff to give you.
Yep.
Just saying. By his birthday in August. It'd be cool if you did it for me, but by the time this video comes out, it'll probably be too late.
Could be. All right, let's go. First sip. I'm getting that astringency.
Really? I'm getting a very light fruity tone. Quite a bit of rye spice.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of rye.
A hint of oak on the finish and a little bit on the back palate.
I think that astringency I'm getting is from the oak.
I'm not necessarily getting any astringency. I mean, there's some prevalent oak, but it's definitely not the primary
not that
thing
it's
that's
a bad necessarily astringency, but it's what I'm likening it likening it to.
You gotta be careful with that word because people hear astringent and they say, ugh.
Like I said, it's not
Pass.
bad. It's just, it's what you get, right? It's what I get.
Let's start saying extra oak.
No.
That's pretty nice. It drinks a little hotter than 100.
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe 105, 107,
Yeah.
somewhere in there. Probably more like the 105.
Doesn't last. The finish isn't crazy long. It's certainly faded some.
A little more sweet on the palate that time. Second sip.
Mm-hmm.
The astringency kind of went away.
I'm getting quite a bit more rye spice.
I was going to
actually.
say quite a bit of rye. Quite a bit of it.
You know, we've never been shy about saying that we're pretty big fans of MGP stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, fair and square, they make good
How
whiskey.
do you drink bourbon today and not be?
Yeah,
honestly.
fair and square, they make good whiskey.
Yeah.
Whether you like that a ton of people source from them or not, there's definitely an oversaturation of MGP in the market.
Well, I think that should tell you something, though.
That it's
Two
good.
things. One, people like it enough to get it. Two, they produced enough of it. Three, there have been more sourced things out of the state of Kentucky now recently.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some pretty major distillers that are doing contract distilling. There's a new one in E-Town that I can't remember the name of. You've got, Wild Turkey's been selling some barrels. Bardstown's been doing a lot of contract distilling for quite some time.
Well, they actually just bought a ton of product before they had matured. And I think what they're doing is they're selling off some of that.
Yeah.
So there's it'll say distilled in Bardstown because legally that's what it has to say on those labels. But they could have bought that from Heaven Hill. They could have bought that from Buffalo Trace. They could have bought that from Barton. They could have bought that from anywhere.
But Barton's been.
Oh, they've been doing it for decades.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Barton sells probably more barrels than anyone else in Kentucky.
So,
as far as
that second
not
sip
their
was
own labels.
pretty good. Let's see how that dropped.
Yeah.
Didn't do much for the nose. Not much change there.
Yeah, the nose has been fairly consistent.
Yeah.
And that's something you can say about MG product. Fairly consistent.
Sweetened up quite a bit with the drop.
I'm getting a little bit of that extra oak.
Yeah, it tamped the oak down
On the
just
finish.
a little bit for me.
We really just are on opposite ends of the oak spectrum today. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's not. I wouldn't say this is my favorite pour. It's not something I'd go buy another bottle of.
No, it's not phenomenal.
It was 100.
93.
Yeah.
With tax. In a high tax county.
True. Yeah, we bought this in Lexington.
Yeah. So, it's $80 bottle.
Yeah, 80,
I think that's what it is.
82, somewhere in there, yeah.
For a blended bourbon that has that much of an old whiskey in it, I'd say that's absolutely a fair price.
Yeah. And it's got a lot of rye, which we like.
Yes.
Um,
And it's got a ton of, honestly, fruit sweetness.
yeah, there's, well, I wouldn't say it. For me, not a ton. There's some there.
It's prominent for me. That's the first thing I'm getting.
For me, I get more of the oak and more of the rye than I do the sweetness. And it, in some of this age of rye, especially MGP rye, I would have expected more of that citrus note that we get.
Yeah.
Now, granted, those are ryes, but still.
Full 95.5s.
Yeah, I would have expected a bit more of that.
There could be a little citrus in this. It's just hard to pick up with all that rice.
I think it would
spice
be
that's
more a
coming.
grapefruit type thing than a lemon or
Lemon or
lime
lime,
or something
yeah.
like that. I think, you know what? I think the grapefruit would be a good
descriptor.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna give this bad boy a B.
I'm going to give it a C+. So
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good.
I mean, for what it is, for the price point, everything like that, I might go to a B-, but now I'll stick with that C+. Now, had some pretty good bourbons tonight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Hey, you don't compare it to anything. You just told me that
Only-
like 3 videos ago.
only in a blind
Or versus.
Yeah. So,
This thing merits out at a B for me.
so for the price point where it's at,
It's a buy.
for us, based on what's here, what we have. It's not something I'd buy a second bottle of. I would like to try that version 5 or whatever it's called, that I've heard so many good things about. I'd like to try that, but I keep looking for it. I've never seen a bottle of it other than in that 3-bottle set. No way I'm buying that.
Oop.
So
not when you can buy them all separately for $85.
right, if you can find it,
Yeah.
So I think I have seen the 6, seen it as a single bottle, but I hadn't heard that much stuff about that one. So anyway, that's where we are.
That it is.
So, like a good bourbon, our videos get better with time.
And as always, take care of yourselves.